John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hey there, this is John Ulzheimer. I am a consumer credit expert. I have over 30 years of experience in the credit industry, including time spent with FICO and Equifax. And today is a good topic. How can credit repair or attempting to correct the information on your credit report backfire? And there's a couple ways this can happen. And it's something that you should be cognizant about because this is one of those things that if you've ever heard the term, it's hard to unring that bell or the boat has already left the dock. This is a little bit from, contextually speaking, from that genre. So how does credit repair backfire? How can credit repair backfire? So let's just define it. So credit repair, I kind of define it very broadly as the activity that a consumer may engage in an attempt to get information removed from their credit reports. Normally that's going to be derogatory information, but that's certainly not universally accurate. And generally you're trying to get information removed because you want a better looking credit report, which would likely yield better credit scores. So these are all kind of reasonable definitions of credit repair. Here's how it can backfire. Normally, when you're trying to get derogatory information removed, there's not much focus paid by the consumer to anything other than the fact that the account is either derogatory or it has derogatory notations associated with it. So for example, an account could be charged off, or you can have an account in good standing, but it may have some prior delinquencies, so like maybe late payments from like 2 years ago or whatever. And so generally those are going to be the types of accounts that consumers are going to focus upon when they're trying to get items removed from their credit reports or get their credit reports corrected. So here's an example of how successfully causing the deletion of information can lead to lower credit scores. Let's say hypothetically that you have a fairly good credit report, except for maybe you had a rough time financially 5 years ago and you defaulted on an account or multiple accounts, and so you have some charge-offs on your credit report, but those charge-offs are from many years ago, and you write letters to the credit bureaus and you ask the credit bureaus to remove those late payments, and let's just say hypothetically that you are successful and you're able to get those accounts removed from your credit report. So number one, congratulations. So you successfully got some defaulted accounts removed, but you pull your credit report and you see that your credit score is actually lower than it was prior to you getting those accounts removed. And it's confusing to you because you're like, wait a minute, what gives? I was able to get bad stuff removed. My score should go up. And that's a reasonable expectation when you're able to get derogatory information removed. However, if you paid no attention to the date the account was opened, you may actually have caused yourself more harm by getting the item removed. And here's the issue. Once derogatory accounts start to age and they become older, they lose value in your credit scores. And so your credit scores are actually going to recover organically as information gets older. So your credit reports, even though they may have defaulted accounts on them, your credit scores may have recovered already because those accounts have become many years old. And so by removing those accounts, you may not actually cause your credit score to go up as much as you may not have actually earned more points for that category as you think, because your score has already been rewarding you because those accounts are old. And so the charge-offs are old. Now, compare that or juxtapose that to the age of the account. Let's say that the account is 5 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old. So it's a really, really old account, and you're getting a ton of value in your credit score because of the age of the account. Even though it's in default, you still get credit for the age of the account. So what you have just done is you've just removed an account that's really, really old, that was really helping your credit score, but it was also hurting your credit score because it was in default. So you kind of have to balance what were you earning because of the age of the account versus what were you losing because of the derogatory nature of the account. And you would be surprised in many scenarios, removing an old derogatory account is actually worse for you than it is better for you, because you've actually now just removed either the oldest account on your credit report or a really old account on your credit report. So you've just made your credit report look younger, and you've just reduced the average age of the account on your credit report. So the net of what you've just done is actually working against you, because you've removed an account that was in default that really wasn't having that much of a negative impact on your score, but was also helping your score tremendously because of the age associated with that account. So keep that in mind, because that's one of the scenarios where credit repair can backfire. You're successful getting something deleted, but it was actually helping you while it was there, so the net actually worked against you. So I appreciate you watching. Don't make that mistake. Pay attention to the date open before you start getting stuff removed. And we'll talk again soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.